Hello friends, I welcome you all to this session on C programming. So as we were learning about loops, so in this session I'll be telling you about two programs, that is how to write these how to solve these two problems using C programming. The first one is to add first and natural numbers. So what are those? So it is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on, they are called as natural numbers. So let's say if I want to add first three natural numbers, then what I have to do? I have to assume in my mind 0. Then I add 1 to it. So what I'll be getting is 1. Then I add 2 to it. What I'll be getting is 3. Then I will be adding 3. What I'll be getting 6. So this is my answer. So how I have started? I have started with some 0. So let's say the variable is 0. Then I added s to 1. What was s? It was 0. So 0 plus 1, it will be 1. Then what I did, then I add that s to next number 2. What is s? Right now it is 1, so it becomes 3. Then I add s to 3 and assign it to s. So what is s? Right now it is 3, so 3 plus 3 is 6. So in this way it works. What is this? This is nothing but counter. So let us head to the code blocks. So here I have already done few things. I have taken that s as integer, I as integer, n as integer. What is I? I is nothing but the counter, which will be counting the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will be ending when I becomes equal to exactly n. So here I have asked the user to enter n as well as transfer that value to the address of n. Then I've started with s as 0 because this is sum. So I will be adding first 1 to 0, then 2 to that 0 plus 1, then 3 to that 0 plus 1 plus 2, and so on. And the program will stop. This loop will stop when I becomes less than or exactly, or I become more than n. So this will run till I is less than or equal to n, and the moment I becomes more than n, the program will stop. So what I have to do, I have to say s assigned s plus I. That's it. Done. Is it really done? No. What I have to do, I have to increase I also. So if I don't increase, then what will happen? The value of I will always remain 1, and loop will never stop, and the answer will never come. So once this is over, then I have to do what? Then I have to print the sum. Simple. So if I run this, enter n. So I want to add the series from 1 to, let's say, 4. So first 4 numbers. So it is giving me 10. Okay. So if I want to add, let's say, first 5 numbers, then it is giving me 15. So on. So it is very simple to write this particular program. So what is to be done? First I have to increase the value of I and add that value to s, starting with s as 0. When to stop? This will stop only in that condition when the number I becomes more than what has been entered, that is n. That's it. Simple. Now let us see this program. Let us find the sum of first n even number. What is a even number? Even numbers are those which, when taken modulo operator with 2, return 0. So here what I have to do I have to count these? Yes, they have to be counted, because if I don't write this, what will happen? How I know that next number is 4 or 3 or 2 and so on? And these are nothing but even numbers, so they have to be added. So this is counter for that natural numbers, and I have to have one counter for even number as well and assign it with 1. And this program will do what? This will increase this even number counter. This will increase by 1 only when I get one even number. Otherwise it will remain the same. And the program will terminate when the counter for even numbers become exactly equal to the number of terms which I have to add. Look the question again. sum of first n even numbers. So in this program I have to do slight changes. What are those? First, I have to have one that even counter and assign it 1. Now when the program will stop? The program will stop when this even counter is less than or equal to n. And what I have to do inside the program? I have to check if this I modulo operator 2 is 0. And if that is happening, then only add I to s, otherwise not. And if this happens, then we have found our even number. So increase it to 1 by 1 basically. And then what? If let's say I is not divisible by 2, n is odd, then in that case you just come out of if, increment I, then go to next I, then check it. And in this way program will only stop when this number becomes equal to that n, because this n is nothing but the number of even terms. So if I run this program, let's say I want to add first two even terms. What are those? First one is 2, another one is 4, so the output should be 6. That's it, simple. Again, let's say I am running this program. I want to add first 3 even terms. So what are those? 2, 4 and 6. So 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 6, 12. First 3 I said, so it is 12. If I want to add first 10 even numbers, so the answer is 110. So in this way the program works. So what is the logic? Logic is very simple, that inside the while loop you have to check for that I which is even, and if that I is even, then only add it to s. And if you have added it to s, then don't forget to increase that even counter, because that is our terminating condition, that terminate or stop only when this even counter becomes equal to the number of even numbers that user has wanted. That's it. Very simple. So friends, in this way you can make your programs. That's it. So in this lecture, till this point only, in the next lecture, or what I can do, no, wait. Let us also do one thing. Let us convert this program into the program which will be counting and adding the odd numbers. Now, what is an odd number? Odd number is that number which is not divisible by 2. So let us rename this as add as a odd number counter, and here this is odd number counter. So if the number is not divisible by 2, its remainder is not 0, then only add it to s, and you simply increase that odd counter by 1 if this thing happens. Otherwise you just come out, increase I, move to next I, and then check. And this terminating condition says if the number given by the user becomes equal to the odd number counter, then stop. So let us run it. So let's say I'm interested in finding the sum of first two odd number. What are those? 1 and 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So answer should come out as, oh sorry, I have not written 2. So the answer should come out as 4. So it is coming. So if I run it again, let's say I want to add first 3 odd number. What are those? 1 plus 3, that is 4, plus 5, that is 9. So the answer should come out as 9. So it is coming. Simple friends, very simple. So in this way you can make. So what I have done, I have created 3 programs. First, for adding up all the natural numbers up to n. Second, for adding up all the even numbers up to the numbers which is given by user, that is add first 4 even numbers, add first 5 even numbers. Likewise we are done for odd. So friends, in this way you can think of writing your logic for developing programs. So in this lecture, till this point only, in the next lecture we will be solving some more exciting problems. Thank you very much for watching it.